This is Bad Bunny. And I have to tell you, I don't understand Bad Bunny. I don't claim to understand Bad Bunny. I've never heard of Bad Bunny before. And I'm pretty cool with that. I mean, I'm good. I'm good. I'm all Bad Bunnied out, I guess. Now, Jason, who is a little cooler, Jason Whitlock from Blaze, he's joining us now because you're apoplectic on Bad Bunny.
Yes, I am, Glenn.
All right.
Look, obviously they're trolling Donald Trump. Obviously they're trolling ICE raids and the whole illegal immigration policy enacted by Trump. Obviously, they're going out to Northern California, where the Super Bowl's in Santa Clara this year, and Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, this is their headquarters, and they want to make a statement about illegal immigration. They want to make a statement about diversity and Spanish-speaking people. They want to make a statement about transgenderism and sexual fluidity, and Bad Bunny checks all those boxes. And so that's what they're doing. This has nothing to do with football fans. This is about the left's control of popular culture and control of the National Football League, which is the strongest thing in popular culture. And they're using it to make a big, bold statement about how they feel about Donald Trump, but more importantly, how they feel about Jesus Christ.
So now, as an expert on Bad Bunny for the last 35 seconds, let me push back on this. I think I agree with you, Jason, but let me push back on you. I see the NFL, I see the NBA placating China because that's their new place. The NFL all over the world, NFL really trying to get football to be American football in other markets. Why is this not just a continuation of that play to get the Super Bowl to be watched in Latin America?
Because there's plenty of other Latin American artists they could have chosen if that was the play. They didn't have to pick someone who is so closely associated with demonic activities, so closely associated with promoting gender fluidity and the cross-dressing deal. They didn't have to pick someone who's so outspoken against Donald Trump and his illegal immigration policies. This is the poster boy for Trump hate, and this is the poster boy for sexual fluidity and redefining masculinity. These are things straight out of his own mouth. And look, all money isn't good money. And that's what globalism is teaching us, that
Correct.
We can throw away all of our Christian values, all of our American values in pursuit of global money. And then what are we left with? A drag show at halftime of the biggest platform we have to offer in American culture. And so parents will be having discussions with their kids on Super Bowl Sunday. Mommy, Daddy, why is this man out here dressed as a woman during some part of this act? Why are his fingernails painted? Why is he taking subtle shots at Trump? This is, to me, part of it's a reaction to the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service. It was such a powerful pro-Jesus Christ deal. They have their answer now, and it'll be Super Bowl Sunday.
Let me ask you, because he won't tour in the United States because of ICE, right? So he's already sworn off the United States of America as a tour stop because he is so strongly anti-ICE. You just said that he was also demonic, or he pushes demonic things. I want to play a piece of audio that we have from somebody who went to his tour, and then I'd like you to explain for somebody who is now a full 90 seconds into, what's his name, the bunny guy, what this means. Here's the audio. Listen.
Fans are reporting that they felt a demonic presence when attending Bad Bunny's recent concert. Fans even started to make it into a meme by taking videos saying that the concert just feels demonic, but it became extremely dark when this song Botanico came on, where there were masked demons dancing all over him, and the concert turned all red. Even the music video to this song is extremely dark. It's this monster-looking thing that creeps up into this woman's room, and it actually ends up becoming Bad Bunny himself. Those who attended this concert are even advising people, if you're gonna go see Bad Bunny's concert, then schedule your bathroom break.
I can't take any more of this. Obviously AI. The image that they put is Nosferatu. The vampire Nosferatu. Tell me what, I've seen a lot of stuff that I feel is pushing demonic forces, especially in the music industry. Tell me what your thoughts are on this, why it's clear to you.
The music industry clearly has a close association with the occult movement. This goes all the way back to the Beatles and probably before that. But in rap music, these rappers, American and this guy, Bad Bunny, and everybody else, they so are out of the closet with the occult symbolism in their music, in their videos, what they rap and talk about. It's undeniable that there is an occult association. And Glenn, this is funny. Yesterday, as I'm processing this, and on Sunday, I start thinking about, well, what song could we use as a protest song for, what they're doing here at the Super Bowl? And I was like, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And I go look it up because I just remember it from my childhood. And it's Twisted Sister. They had the song, We're Not Gonna Take It. And then I went and watched the video. And the video is a kid in his bedroom. His dad comes in yelling at him, and the kid spins around and like turns into an adult, long-haired, cross-dressing man and starts singing the song, We're Not Gonna Take It. And I was just like, holy cow, they've been putting this message in the music
and you
forever.
Didn't know it.
This came out in 1984.
Yeah, I know. I unfortunately was on the radio, playing the hits when that was out. Is it true that Jay-Z is responsible for selecting the last 6 years of the inclusive halftime shows?
Absolutely, all of it. And it actually, Jay-Z's first Super Bowl that he ran, I believe, is in 2020. He picks Shakira, but the special guest was Bad Bunny. His special guest was Bad. So this started in 2020. This is always where it was going. You can find plenty of videos of Jay-Z doing spirit dancing and occult-like activities. This is what Jay-Z is all about. And much of it is justified and or defended by diversity. We got to have diversity. And Jay-Z's black, and they're just upset because Jay-Z's black. And no one has to deal with, no, we're upset because he promotes the occult, that he promotes a form of music that is grooming our kids for violence, grooming our kids for sexual fluidity and promiscuity and degeneracy and disrespect for authority. And that's what we don't like about Jay-Z. They've used this racial deal and accusations of you're a racist if you criticize Jay-Z or criticize anything defined as black culture. And if you're someone like me, they say you're an Uncle Tom and a sellout. And this is why for years I've been running around saying, men, particularly white men, you're going to have to buckle up, get over the fact that they're going to call you racist, and defend your values and beliefs. If your values align with Jesus Christ, you defend them and you deal with the consequences. That's what I do. That's what you do. That's what Charlie Kirk did. That's what we all have to do if we're going to stand up to this madness and insanity.
So how do you stand up against this? Because nobody is going to abandon the NFL. I mean, Jesse Kelly said, yesterday? They're very upset. Everybody's very upset about the halftime. They'll have another 6-day boycott of the NFL, and that's true.
Glenn, I do think there's an opportunity here as it relates to the Super Bowl, as it relates to some sort of counter-programming, Super Bowl halftime at least, or just on the Super Bowl. I've listened to Jack Posobiec and others suggest, hey, we should have a counter deal through TPUSA, through the Blaze, through whatever
it is.
Can we get Creed to perform? Can we get, in my view, I love Forrest Frank. And I would love for churches to host events on Super Bowl Sunday in the evening so that we have, because Glenn, there's no chance of me watching the Super Bowl this year. I talked about it last year. I was upset with Kendrick Lamar. This is the bridge way too far for me. I will not watch the Super Bowl this year. I get skipping out on I don't think it's the appropriate thing to skip out on the NFL and sports altogether, because the Young Men's Christian Association, the YMCA, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they organized sports. Sports have been stolen from Christians, and I don't believe in surrendering and just handing it over to them and to the atheists, to the secular crowd. It's a tool God intended for us to use to disciple and mentor masculine men in Christianity. It's been stolen from us by television, and we need to fight to have it back because it's a great tool to disciple young men. So I don't believe in abandoning, but as it relates to the Super Bowl, no dice for me. There's not. You couldn't pay me to watch this year's Super Bowl because I feel like I would be spitting in the face of God.
Well, I will tell you that, I don't care about sports, but my family cares deeply about, the NFL and depending on who's playing. But I could see even the diehards, my son, I could absolutely see him saying, I'm turning it off. And those ratings matter. The ratings matter. Turning not just the game off, but even if you turned off the halftime show, those ratings matter a great deal. If everybody just said, I'm not watching this and turned to something else for the halftime show, that is a half step, but an important half step. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I totally agree. And again, I'm using Charlie's memorial service as our blueprint. That produced incredible numbers all over the internet, anywhere that was broadcast. And I think we could do the same thing with musical performance. If Brandon Lake, Forrest Frank, Creed, whomever, if offered the alternative that, hey, just turn your TV off or whatever and open up your iPhone or your iPad or whatever, flip over on your smart TV to a counter-programmed Super Bowl halftime rather than invite the devil, Satan, into your home, I think a lot of people would take that option.
I know I would. Jason, thank you so much. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Glenn.
Are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate it.
Good.
Appreciate
I love you. Thank you.
Hey, I know this has been a tough weekend for you, given the church deal, and so I appreciate you making some time for me today.
Oh, I love you, Jason. Thank you so much. Jason Whitlock, you can follow him at theblaze.com/fearless. If you never watched Jason, he is fantastic.